Welcome back to my channel and something a little bit different, but I'm on site now. It's lunchtime and I thought I'd ask a couple of questions of you and formally introduce Ed, who is, well, tell him who you are.
I'm Ed, I'm working with Robin. You're training me up, aren't you? Showing me the ways.
I'm trying.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, my name's Ed and this is...
How did we meet, Ed? Because people will be saying, how did you meet? How did we meet?
Well, I messaged you,
Yeah.
and to my surprise you got back and we started chatting, and then I did a few days work with you at your friend's house and kind of snowballed from there. Me texting you every day saying, have you got anything? Have you got anything? Can I come? Can I come tomorrow? Yeah.
So actually that's a really good way of kicking off what I'm trying to achieve by maybe sitting down in front of the camera once a week, I don't know, once a month, whenever, just to do sort of like a bit of a Q&A, like a bit like a podcast, I suppose. And basically, let's take that scenario, because I get a lot of people kindly message me, phone me, email me, knock on my door, stop me in petrol stations, and ask me about work experience. And it's really, really difficult because obviously I can only do so much, but I'm a big believer in sharing my knowledge, helping people, and I think YouTube is a great medium for doing that. Why did I pick Ed out? Well, that's because he's good at punctuation, capital letters, full stops, and I thought, well, actually, there's quite a lot of the messages I get. I don't mind if people don't use capital letters or full stops or punctuation, but kind of like I think to myself, blimey, if I was making an approach to someone, I'd think, just take a bit of care. Then I said to him, are you sure you did that? Was it your mum that did it?
Well, people who know me would be surprised that for you to say that about what I sent. But no, my mum did not write it for me. But it took a lot of thought. There was a lot of care. I didn't want to just send a message and go, give me some work. I wanted it to be something that you'd read and think, actually, hang on, I might do something. So yeah, it was a lot of thought into it, and I wrote it 6 or 7 times. But yes, I did write it myself, and yeah.
I think it's important, isn't it? To just sort of like put yourself out there. People say, I want to start my business. I'm a employed carpenter, but I want to go on my own. Have you got any advice? And so in that case, I would say to them, well, have you got any work? Have you got any contacts? The first thing. And if you have got any work and have got any contacts, do you know how to charge out for your time? And there's no right or wrong or hard and fast way of doing it, but it's a tough thing to do. So I reckon that if you like this format of us sitting, chatting, and sort of like doing this, we could often pick out these topics. If you send in a message and say, oh, can you talk about this? Or I've seen that you're doing that, can you explain about this? Because quite often when we do a video, it's about what we're doing at the time, whereas we might be able to... This is Ed's idea, by the way, because he's young.
Well, I just thought it'd be good. We could also like showcase some things that we've found or we've been using that week that we like, or a new tool, or someone we follow on Instagram that think, hang on, this guy's great. We should share him out, or YouTube. Yeah. Anything like that. Anything like that.
That's a good idea. So let me say, what are you going to show me today then? What are you going to take out of the new toy box
to kick
today?
It off is my new hammer. I've had a rubbish hammer before, a little toffee hammer, and you'll probably say this is a toffee hammer as well. But this is a stiletto titanium 14 ounce. It's a little bit special, it's not your norm. Our friend Adrian laser engraved our logos into it.
So there you go, you could check out Adrian, he's a genius. He's got a business called Buzz Productions, so at Buzz Productions on Instagram. He is, if you want sort of something unusual making, he's like,
incredible.
He has coined the phrase and trademarked the term cadpentry, because what he does with carpentry is another league. If you look around me, I'm cutting a roof here by hand, and what he can do, well, is phenomenal with lasers, with CNC, 3D printing is unbelievable. It's the way forward, but he still can't build a roof, fortunately. So yeah, so that's the hammer, and you've got it engraved, so you're really pleased with that. It's a bit light for me. It's so light, you would not believe how light that is. But I suppose that's good, because you get to my age, 51, you're going to get bad knees, bad elbows, repetitive strain injuries and all the rest of it. So anything that's going to make your life easier. Anyway, we don't use these things for nailing in nails. We use them for knocking timber around or pulling nails out. We're
Yeah.
using nail guns all the time. So we want to know from you if you think it's worth me, us, whoever, doing this once or twice a month maybe. Are you interested in it, or shall we just, finish it off?
Fin it off.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Robin.
I'm Ed.
Catch you again soon.
Thank you.